Boom, baby, boom, baby, boom, baby. We are live. Welcome to Interview with a Man, episode 651. Does he have game? Featuring mediocre tutorials and reviews. Well, listen, guys, I have going to let you know that I've been reviewing some stuff here, and I just felt like this should be brought to the public because there's a lot of guys out there calling themselves Red Pill. There's a lot of guys out there calling themselves Game Expert. And I'm going to tell you something. The jury is out. A lot of these guys, man, I tell you, a lot of these guys pretend to be these alpha males, these guys who got game and everything. But behind the scenes, they're dating some haggard old women. They are lying. Everybody seems to be caught lying, bro. Everybody's out here lying about a lot of things. And slowly but surely, you know, these older guys don't get, man. And these younger guys too, like, can't get on the internet and lie to the public and think that the fucking public is not going to find out. Okay. So, but before we get going, don't you forget, listen, we are here live because the Masculine Empowerment Network is live and ready to roll. We have, I've lost count of the enrollments, but it's well over, I think we have like 70 or something right now. And it's the end of the second day. Yeah, because it's, wait, no, it's, what day is it for you guys? It's so the end of the third day coming up here. So time's running out here. You got 2 days and 5 hours. Okay. Your time is running out. If you get paid on Friday, you better hope you can remember to get on time. Okay. Because listen, I'm telling you, we're turning some serious lives around here. Okay. The Telegram chat is flowing. Okay. We are going. And Billy only put the Masculine Empowerment Network opt-ins in every live stream from here on out. Okay. Now, I'm going to do today's episode. I think there's going to be a Fresh and Fit is after right now because they're going to do after-hour show. So what I want you to do is remember to stick around because we're going to be doing that whole breakdown as well, the Fresh and Fit companion broadcasts. Again, don't forget, Masculine Empowerment Network is live and ready to roll right now, guys. Join us, and if you sign up during the show, you're going to get a wow. I'm going to shout you out. I'm going to hit you with the Final Fantasy VII victory song. So you might be asking yourself, what do I get when I sign up for the Masculine Empowerment Network? Okay. Let me show you real quick. Okay. It is a comprehensive year-long membership with access to multiple millionaires, high value men in every aspect of the game, Money Muscles game frame. Okay. So, here it is. 1 second. I shared the wrong thing. Okay. We will go right here. All right, so this is what you get when you sign up. Okay, first things first, you get my course, Body Language Mastery. This is a course on how to master and read a woman's body language so you can know, okay, that if a woman is interested in you or not. Okay, shout out to Joel Astorga is signing up today, John. Hey, Joel, sign up right now so I can shout you out during the show, brother. Sign up right now. Okay. Danky and Funky says, yeah, F having a woman. I can't say F bombs in the beginning of the show because I'll get demonetized. I'm still listen, I'm too scared to go through it again. Brother, that is not the way to live your life. That is not the way to live your life. You have got to face your fears. We talked about this in the Inner Game Healing Summit, where I said, I quoted Thor from Thor Ragnarok, and I said, heroes don't run away from their problems. They run to their problems because that's what heroes do. Okay, you guys got to be the hero of your own life, and you got to run towards your problem every single day and handle it. Running away, being a scared little coward, no offense, my friend, but that's no way to live. Okay, and it's just not the best life you could be living. You're going to run out of time, bro. Time is finite, man. You're going to die one day permanently, forever, a big black death, and no one's ever going to see you again, including yourself. Don't live in misery until that day, my friend. We're going to have webinars, 60 webinars with experts in money, muscles, game, and frame. Okay. What is a webinar? Well, a webinar is when you come into Zoom and you join our community and we sit around our computers, our laptops, whatever the case may be, and we talk and we get it together, right? And we talk about everything that you need to do to make your life better. Money, muscles, game, frame. After the webinar is completed, it's typically a 1 to 2 hour. Shout out to Joel. He just signed up. We give it to you right there. Sorry, Joel. Is it Joel or John? Probably Joel. Shout out to Joel in the chat. Look at this man taking the action right there. I'm gonna put you up on the screen right here. Boom, baby. We are live. He's in. He's locked and loaded. Shout out to you, Joel. Let me give you a double wow. Okay. And if you don't sign up, guys, listen, I'm calling Abdul and he's getting the rocks, okay? He's gonna get your ass. I'm gonna send Abdul to your house with a bag of rocks. Don't fuck around. We got goons everywhere in the Masculine Empowerment Network, all right? We got 200 hours plus of webinars as well. When these webinars are concluded, we actually record them, right? So we record them, we edit out specific sensitive information. The Q&A section is recorded, so you can come back and watch it anytime. Plus, it's a gigantic database of 200 plus hours there. I'm reading your chat. Oh, I'm Mexican, so Joel, my man, welcome. Are you down in Mexico? You got to go link up. We got some people down in Monterrey, Mexico. You can link up with them. Again, secure Telegram chat right here. This is where we guys get to talk about all your things that you need to know. If you got questions about lay reports, if you got questions about building an Instagram, dating profiles, whatever the case may be, we got you. Get direct access to me, MLD, and then you get direct access to the open course access sale, okay? So the open course access sale also, okay? And, you know, here's the deal. Here we go.
Shut up and take my money.
Okay, Canucks. Wow, the dono is so early. Okay, so here's open course access sale. This is what you get right here. Okay, open course access sale is you get access to these courses if you want to buy them. SALT, which is the online dating and building a high value Instagram. Pandemic Pickup, which is mastering online dating. Pandemic Pickup, the Delta variant, which is the ultimate pickup guide, which includes updated versions of online dating plus escalation guides, where we teach you how to actually escalate with a woman sexually with video guides. And we have a model there with us, and we're doing that all. Dark Pass is available as well. That's the psychological profiles of women. And then Dark Pass Harem, how to build and maintain a harem of multiple women. Okay, so all that is available for you to purchase and more when you sign up for the Masculine Empowerment Network. Okay, so do me a favor, go to the Masculine Empowerment Network.com and sign up right now, like our friend Joel. And yeah, we're gonna get everything rolling. And I'll put the link. Billy's got the link in the chat. What we'll do here, we'll pin it too. So I'll put that in there with copy pasta. Billy, you're the fucking man. I love you, Billy. Oh, Billy. You and Billy Huang. Billy saved my lives. You guys are awesome people. 10 out of 10. Love you so much. Living in California. Oof. Sorry to hear that. Sexy Red TV Reaction says, you definitely ain't got game with them chiclets, boy. Oh my God, really? Listen, baby, you need to go on a diet because you are fat. Nobody's sitting here telling me about game, a fat food. Okay, you need to go on a diet, fat girl. That's all I need to see. Making fun of my teeth. Listen, you need to stop putting food in between your teeth there, pork chop. Anyways, let's go to Just Pearly Things channel here because she is on the Red Pill. She's doing a show called the Red Pill Bachelor, right? And so there are a bunch of episodes here, but what we're going to do is we are going to do the first two episodes, and we'll see how I feel about doing the third one, featuring this guy, MTR. So if you go, MTR is the guy who went on Pearl's show, and then immediately after, apparently he was upset because she platformed Nick Fuentes, and then she was just like, you know, she was accused of being racist. I was just like, and then that's when the whole
take my money.
Black back manosphere or whatever started attacking her. And I was just like, dude, this chick is clearly not racist. See, people are dumb. Okay, like that's a big problem with people, these online content creators. They run and say racism is a problem for everything. No, like, shut up. Gnooks, $5 super chat. Do you own real estate in Tokyo? It's top secret. Top secret. Top secret. Top secret. Okay. Ryan Glenn podcast 199. Sign up for men. It helped me lose weight. Exactly. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna review this show. I think I may make this a series as well. Does he have game? Because there's a lot of people out there pretending they have game in this world, and honestly, they just don't. They really don't. So without further ado, let's take a look at this. This is the episode. This is called the Red Pill Bachelor. And I will be featured on this show next month in June. I'm going to be on the Just Pearly Things podcast channel. So keep that in mind. Guys, go ahead and smash that like button. Hit that. Subscribe. And let's go. Unless you're the fat girl. If you're the fat girl, just leave. But we're going to rock and roll here, baby. Okay. Let's see. Look at this. Welcome to the Red Pill Bachelor. Title of this one is Career Woman Ready to Settle Down. You know what that means? The milk is sour. Ready to settle down, career woman. Yikes. But this just shows you, like, I'm also going to show you there's a big disparity between this girl and the girl in episode 2. This woman's in her 30s. She is pretty fat too. And then this is like typical American woman. Like, I don't know what she's thinking, but what, you're 33, the milk come on, girl. Come on now. Let's just take a look here. Let's take a look.
Coming up next.
Hey.
This is her. This is the girl who is supposed to be. So these are the 5 bachelorettes, really slim pickings from the get-go. But let's see what we got here.
Ooh, I like this one. Salmon and asparagus. That's a fave of mine.
She's good.
As a guy, is that a do you think that's a red flag? And subscribe to the channel.
Here we go.
Today we have a special guest on the Red Pill Bachelor. Mediocre tutorials and reviews, 600,000 Instagram followers, and really just an OG in the manosphere space. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm super excited. I don't know what you guys got in store for me, but let's get active.
So tell me, what challenges have you found looking for love?
What challenges have I not found, Pearl? These modern women today, all right? Listen, at the end of the day, it's difficult out here in these streets, you know what I mean? For them to recognize me for who I am and be of marriageable material, okay? It's tough. I just run into so much delusion and unrealistic expectations and standards. I'm just looking for the right one at the end.
He's pretty nervous too. If you look at his hands under, he's like pulling his fingers and stuff. I don't know. I don't know. The guy, the sneakers, the outfit. I mean, this is the best thing you had to be on the show. Really? What are these shoes? 37-year-old man. Come on, bro. Jesus.
End of it.
And what qualities are you hoping to find today?
You know, the typical that I would say that most men are looking for. I'm an easy guy to please. All right. Give me that feminine, beautiful, intelligent, inspirational, and talented. That's the one that a lot of people don't think about. Talented. She's a high achiever.
He's already going down the wrong path for what he needs as a man in his life. He's this is almost as bad as a modern woman. Like, I need a talented high achiever. No, bro, you need someone who's going to stay at home and take care of you. Otherwise, that relationship's going to fall apart. Just like all fucking modern relationships are falling apart. So that's a big strike there.
High achieving women. You got that for me?
You know, we put together some of the best women that I've met on the show. Some quality, beautiful women that we're going to bring for you today.
Boom.
And what are you looking for?
I'm looking for, dope women, a dope young lady. I mean, that's really it at the end of it is, I've been single for a long time. A lot of people don't know this, is that I've been single since college.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's been a while. I'm 37 years right now.
So just want to make a quick note there. If the dude has been single since fucking college and he's been single for 19 years, right? something's wrong with you, pal. Like, you tell me you couldn't have one relationship with one girl? Something's serious. That's a gigantic red flag in a dude. Okay. That's a gigantic red flag in the dude. And this is just little bit of weird. It's pretty weird. $19 years. Like, even I'm same age. I'm 37. The longest relationship I had was 5 years. I ended like 2 years ago, and I monkey branched into a new girl. It was crazy. Big mistake. Even for me, I'm guilty. Allah Akbar! Just get me. But no, that's a gigantic red flag, actually. Then that's more of a red flag on him, and we'll see. Let's continue to watch, and we'll see how much game he has.
I've been single since then, so it's about time.
It's about time you settle down. Do you think you can make the distance work with the London gals out here?
Pearl, I don't know. They're gonna have to relocate. Probably. I don't think that the long distance thing makes a lot of sense at all.
But they can come to you, right?
They can absolutely come to me.
And what do you bring to the table for these women?
I'm a man. I mean, at the end of the day, no, I'm joking. Yeah. So
what would it be like dating you? What do they get?
Well, I think that a intelligent, maturely thinking young woman should be looking for a guy that is a leader, and I pride myself off of my leadership capabilities. I'm financially stable. I'm doing decently for myself, and I can bring you to the promised land and back at the end of the day. So
stop the cap.
So you're leading with your wallet? He mentioned leadership abilities, and then I'm financially stable, and I could bring you to the promised land and back. Even these red pill leaders, they're down bad out here, bro.
Sounds good. Well, let's get the dates started. Let's find MTR love.
Hey. You got this.
I did the right. When do we get space bar?
I feel like it was the
comedy going.
You got this. Don't worry.
It's the name of the show, Space Bar. Hit the space bar.
Yeah, guys. Don't worry. Are you going to do the space bar?
Space bar.
Cool.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Hi.
Hey,
How are you?
What's up?
I'm good.
How are you?
Lauren.
Lauren, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm MTR.
Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
Awesome. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, as you can hear from my accent, I am not from London, so
As soon as she came out, I'd just be like, Pearl, next girl. Send me a girl who's not dressed like Home Depot. Next girl.
Start there. I'm an American girl, originally from
American girl, strike 2.
Chicago. I'm
From Chicago, strike 3.
33. No kids, never married, and I am currently residing in Arizona.
What brings you out to London town?
So my home base is Arizona, but I am a digital nomad, so I travel around to different countries.
Digital nomad traveling down to other countries. Traveling alone.
She belongs to the streets.
Literally.
A lot. As I'm single, no kids, I feel like this is time to explore the world.
Got it.
Explore the world. You guys know what that means. Explore the waistlines of men. And
Okay. Awesome. You enjoying your time here?
I'm loving it. It's such a great city. It doesn't compare to Chicago though, but it's a good city.
It doesn't. Yeah. So digital nomad, lawyer, 33 years old. Where do you see yourself in the next like 2 to 3 years? Like, where do you not in London, somewhere else?
Definitely settle down, I would say, within the next 2 to 3 years. Getting it out of my system now. I definitely want to travel with my future husband and kids, but
Getting it out of my system now, dude. Haram! I just can't even. These girls, like, dude, 33, you need to be scrambling all jets, lady.
I do want to be settled. I want to move to the city that my spouse is in, settle down with them, and have a baby.
Having a baby. You
Having
ready?
a baby.
It's about time.
She's gonna blow up after she has a kid. I mean, she's already fat now. After a kid, Jesus.
Well, I do want us to like enjoy each other for at least a year or so beforehand. Kids come and the scene change a little bit, but yeah, I'm ready.
Gotcha. Okay. So I guess you were deep into your career throughout your 20s. Are you just now deciding on the baby thing now, or is it something that you wanted to do earlier, but your career was in front of that pursuit?
That's a really great question. So
The chat is lit. Guys, just keep in mind, if you want me to stop the show, you got to send a super chat, and we can make it happen.
I always wanted kids. I think it's a matter for me. I do want to be married prior to having kids, so that's important as well. I think I needed personally to go through some growth and some changes.
And bro, sorry, but lady, if you're a fucking lawyer, nobody's gonna want to marry you because you're gonna know the fucking legal system and have the upper hand in divorce way higher than a guy. You better fucking lie and say you're a lunch lady. Yeah, bro, Darson, she's already too masculine. Yeah, she's a lawyer. She's an American woman. I mean, strike. Yeah, Milagros in the house, empty, egg carton.
Right. So schooling, all of that finished mid-20s and getting settled into the career. But to be honest, I love what I do. I love my career. I want to hold on to it in some capacity. But when it's time to shift into...
I have some lovely viewers telling me, too, that MTR didn't even stand up when she came to the table, which shows just low class, low IQ, right? I mean, the guy is obviously, I mean, he's dressed like he's going to shoot a rap video here. But so in traditional etiquette, gentlemen, when a woman is coming to the table, you stand up when the woman approaches the table, and when a woman leaves, you also stand up and see her off. That's traditional and formal etiquette. Okay.
The wife mode and to dating, things like that, my priority is my family, right? So I feel like I am accomplished enough. I love what I do, but I could put it on the back burner to show up the way I need to show up, to be a wife, to be a mother in this season. So I think I'm ready to accept all of that.
How are the questions? How's she answering from a guy's point of view?
Why everybody want to be
Is that the girl from the Fresh and Fit podcast and the Gorlock?
married before they had a kid, bro? What if y'all had a kid and y'all decide this ain't even what I want to do no more? How you just locked in?
That's the whole point.
Well, that's the point.
That's
Like
the whole
a kid is a lifetime commitment where like
I'm gonna skip ahead to the date section. Back to the date.
My mindset. Here's a couple of things that I think through is that. What was that?
I feel like you're about to lay it on me. I'm like, okay, let's go. What you about to lay on me?
Here, I'm about to lay it all on you, girl. Anyway, there's a couple of things that I think through is that so there's a concept that I often talk about on my channel called conditional femininity, which is you come off as an extremely feminine young woman, but I do understand that to be a lawyer, you got to be within your masculine as well. Do you think that being feminine is a component of you, or is it a afterthought after who you actually are?
Yeah, I think that's a real question. And I will say I'm hardwired to be that way. I think all females are, right? It's innate to us to be feminine and things like that. Are there times, of course, where I have to be more stern, more strict, masculine energy in my job? Absolutely. And I think can that sometimes, just being honest, realistic, can that interfere or come at home? Sometimes, just being honest. Sometimes you got to remember to take that hat off before you get to the door. However, with that being said, I'm also fully aware and would give the open door to my spouse, partner being able to tell me, hey, I know you had a rough day at all, but you home now. Like, I got you. We good. And in that moment, you can rest in that. You can know, all right, this is my man. I could chill. I could turn it off. Sometimes I might need a reminder, but I think the femininity lays in being able to rest in that and to being able to say, you know, right, you're right. This is my safe place. Let me settle here.
After having kids, do you want to work or do you want to be a stay at home?
I'm open. I think for
Haram. Nope. What are you gonna do? Put the babies in a fucking daycare? Let some fucking woman who's fucked up on Percocet watch her all day? Some like fat old white woman? Dude, you guys, bro, you guys blow my mind sometimes. This bitch is crazy, dude. J Rob has a comment. He says, this dude's a straight fucking dork. He's completely disingenuous. I've watched so many of this dude's videos, and in every video, all it screams fake, 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 fake. Well, I mean, he like, you're gonna see a comparison too between him clearly not interested in this girl, and then this next girl, in my opinion, eats him up, and she's young and beautiful, and she's like, I smell gay, and she's done.
For a season, if I need to stay at home, especially while the kids are young,
What would you prefer?
What would I prefer? I would prefer to work.
As a guy, is that a
haram? Sorry, next. Pearl, next. Prefer to work, bro. Fundamentally broken. Fundamentally, a career woman is not good for the family, guys. Okay? Listen, a woman's place is at home taking care of the kids if there's children involved. Okay? She doesn't need, like, if you meet a woman that wants to go out and work and stuff, I'm sorry, but those kids are just not going to be fucking as well taken care of as if her full-time job is to be a mom. I'm telling you this, bro. You gotta, like, the best girls I've ever dated are with mothers that understood the importance of gender roles, traditional gender roles, right? Back in the 80s, they talk about them, blue jobs, pink jobs. My mom's talked about that. Other people told me about that. And a woman that understands, like, keeping and maintaining a house, keeping it clean, taking care of kids, right? That's the most important thing she could do. You have no idea how much. When I date a woman, I don't date lazy girls. Okay, if she's lazy, if she's a pig, if she can't keep her house clean, if she doesn't have her personal life and affair, I'm not trying to pick up a charity case, right? I'm not trying to adopt a fucking stray dog and be like, okay, let me rehabilitate you back to life. Like, no, I'm gonna go to the puppy store, get like a clean puppy, and raise that thing right. Okay, that's the kind of chick you want. You want a chick that comes with a great foundation to build with together. Okay, so these chicks, that's a gigantic red fucking flag, bro. Red flag. Okay. Everyone who has an issue with MTR is a white hillbilly with a crappy internet connection. Well, I'm not fully white. I'm not a hillbilly. And I don't have crappy internet connection. Who is this guy? Somebody? Stone Cold Steven Owens? Who is this guy? Is this guy actually somebody on the internet? Clearly not. He's watching my show. Loser. Oh, it's funny. Oh, it's this guy. Oh, he's just like a loser account. Okay. That's adorable. Anyways.
Do you think that's a red flag answer?
Yes.
If you'd prefer to work than be with your kids for guys?
Hell no.
No?
Because I don't never want to work. So shit, that's hard, what she just said. Shit, but it's like,
who is this guy? Is this guy like the dating expert? Who the fuck is this guy?
you don't really want your old lady to work. Like you, like if all things was in a perfect world, you would rather just have her put up and it be where she ain't got to do nothing. But if she want to do something, like you can't just have her locked up in the crib, like, cause then when you come home, she gonna be bossing your ass around.
No, she's not bossing anybody around. This guy has no game, no frame. I mean, the guy is obviously a mess. I mean, clearly a mess.
But I think as a mother, once you have kids, you've got to sacrifice that part of your life. It depends what your job is. If you've got like a job where you can stay at home still and just do things when they're asleep or napping, then that's fine. But if you're using your time to work instead of devoting your time to your children and raising them with like your values and your way of thinking and your life lessons, then it's kind of it doesn't really work. And I mean, you can kind of tell from people who haven't had their haven't had their mother around as much.
I
Bingo.
think also when you give
Bingo. Spot on, bro. Fucking she gets a wow. Spot on. Are you kidding me, bro? Dude, we have a gigantic fucking problem right now with rampant children being fucking wild and undisciplined and crazy. You know why? It's because it's all by these single mothers, because they got to go work all day and they leave the fucking kids at home. Listen, guys, when my mom was raising us, dude, I was 11 years old. I was 10 or 11 years old, and my mom would go work at night, and she would leave at 4 o'clock, and she would come back at 1 o'clock, and she would lock the door, and she's like, "I'm gonna leave you guys here. Watch TV." There's a little bit. She like would cook up a little bit of food for us to like, ration between the three of us, and we just had to stay home. And my mom was like, "I'll be back." But like my childhood was robbed from me. I had to grow up very quick. And I remember one time I was so hungry, and I was just like, man, I'm just so fucking hungry. There's no food. And I picked up a box of macaroni and cheese, and I just read the instructions, and I was like, I think I can do this. And I like boiled the water. I followed the instructions, and I did it. And I was able to make mac and cheese for me and my brother and sister. And then like I was like learning to cook and stuff. And I was like, dude, I was like 10. I was 10 or 11 years old. Right. And because I was just like, we were left alone. Like I would be probably far more emotionally stable, far more well-developed than I am now. If I was raised in a place where dad was going to work and mom was at home taking care of us full time, I'd probably be way better off than I am now, but I just think this whole career, like if a woman tells me she wants like that was another thing too, with this girl that I just broke up with. She was just like really wanting to focus on her job. And I was like, so are you just trying to be like, what do you mean? You just like want to focus and work and like go to social events and like you don't care about, because at that time she turned 29 too. I was like, listen, the clock's ticking if we're going to do this. But she had all her hoe friends, had her American hoe friends, like, oh my God, I just bought this bracelet from Dior. Ah. It's just like, so that's what you want to do? You just want to work to buy shit? And the well was poisoned. I'm telling you, if you're dating a girl and she has hoe friends, if you're dating a girl and she has American friends, bruh. Haram! Just gonna cause trouble, bro. It's gonna cause trouble. So for you guys, and especially if you're like, and here's the thing too, right? So here's the deal. If you have a if you had how can I put this? If you're a guy that like really is focusing on the core four, like money, muscles, game, frame, right? And you're a guy that really actually you are aggressive and you want to push forward and you want to have the traditional lifestyle, I'm telling you, the greatest asset you can have is a woman that is okay with staying at home and she treats the home as her job. Okay. And she's a feminine woman. And her top priority, the children and family. And typically you're going to notice this when she comes from a house where the mother is also a homemaker. That's what these are called, women who stay at home. Homemaker. You know why? Because guys, let's be honest, dudes, when we live in a place, okay, we're okay to put a TV, a fucking lazy boy recliner right in front of it, and a mattress on the floor, and we're okay. We're happy. If I had to live like that right now, I'd be like, I could do it. It's really not that big of a deal. I could sleep here. I could sit here. I could watch TV. I could go to work. Got a laundry machine. I could do my laundry. I'm a happy person, right? But a woman makes a house a home, okay? A woman, when I go to women's houses, bro, and the woman is a clean person, it is just such a comforting home to be in. It is just like, when you get home, you're just like, it's just like their natural nesting ability is just so amazing. And to me as a grown man, so of course you're going to want to have that same kind of ability with a mother, a wife. My brother's mother, my brother's wife, right? I love her. She's awesome, dude. She's a fucking amazing mother. Amazing mother. She doesn't work. She hasn't worked. She just started like getting her, I think, like nail tech and esthetician stuff, just to, like, you know, because she's gonna give work a shot. But her top priority is raising those 3 children. Okay. And I fucking love her. She homeschools them. She cooks. Anytime I come over, I'm like, hey, you know, like, can I have something to eat? She's like, yeah, what do you want? And she's very nice to me. You know, she's Latino background. She's half Chilean, half Honduran. And the kids are just so well adjusted, so educated. And you know, she does a fucking amazing job as a mother. Like, seriously, I feel such relief when I see my nieces and my niece, my little baby. I love her so much. And then my 2 boy nephews, when I see them being raised right. Like, they for the oldest's birthday, she like made a custom dinosaur cake and like put dinosaurs everywhere because he likes dinosaurs. She put dinosaurs all over. It was a dinosaur party. And I was just like, God, like, I just like, it's a gigantic feeling of relief. You know what I mean? And so, you know, she's not like, well, I want to work. You ain't no slave. No, thank you. No, thank you. And America, and guess what? All right. Guess what? James, Destiny is a cuck. Sneak did 1 act of cuck culture and he sweared it off for life. You keep talking shit about my friends, I will find you and I will put something in your mouth that you don't like. And that is sour candy. But you know, for real, like, the truth is, it is so important to raise children in a good home. And a woman is like, I want to be a career woman. She's like, bitch, you clearly have not thought life through. Okay. And that's why all these white people and their children are so fucked up in America. Because they got fucking Karen going off to work, fucking some dude in HR, cheating all day, coming home, treating her husband like shit. And then the kids are fucking drugged up on SSRIs and all this shit. And then they go fucking shit up school. That's the white American legacy right now, bro. Okay. So, yeah, if she doesn't take care of you, she won't take care of you. My man got smoker lungs. No, I don't. Who is this fucking guy? I think I'm gonna have to blame this idiot. Anyways, Milagros is in the house. Look at her. She's, I love taking care of my man. Can't wait to take care of all his babies. Exactly. And then Morgan Jones is also, I mean, and look at these girls. These girls are pretty girls. These aren't no fucking heifers. Morgan Jones, I've seen Morgan Jones' Instagram. Morgan Jones hot. Sorry, Morgan, don't tell your husband I said that, but you're a hottie. And she's fucking wife and mother. And she's like 22. She's hot as fuck. Anyways, let's go back.
Give birth, you automatically change.
Mhm.
Like hormonally,
Yeah.
that baby changes something in you where you just don't want to leave. I've seen loads of friends who have gone back to work and they just pine for being at home with their child. So I think she may change when after she's then hormones have hijacked your brain and made you want to stay with this little human that's looking at you.
That's optimistic at best. I mean, if a woman hasn't prioritized, a woman like her who's 33 years old and hasn't prioritized a relationship by now, it's not like she's just starting to get fat and ugly. And then she's like realizing, like, oh shit, like the amount of attention I'm getting is going down. I got to try and lock something down real quick. But again, she's not. Here's another thing too. She's not facilitating a lifestyle that's conducive to finding a man. Like, she's gonna meet a man like, oh, what do you do? Oh, well, I bounce around from city to city, traveling the world. Right. How long are you here for? 2 months. Okay. So the when you tell a guy that, he's just like, oh, I'm just gonna fuck this hoe and leave. Okay. Period. People are saying Rollo. No, that was debate. Rollo just failed. Well, I don't know. Rollo's on something else. I don't know. Best of luck to Rollo. I hope he's okay. I got nothing but love for Rollo. I think he's just trying his hardest, but you know, you gotta have integrity. You gotta be transparent on the internet. People gonna find out everything.
It really depends on your support system to your setup. Like, is your mama in your life? You got a grandparent in your life who can take that.
Is this guy like who is this guy? Like, why is he here? Is this guy like a new character that I'm just not aware of?
Load off of you. Got sisters, you got close friends who you gonna trust with them kids. So you can take a second and go do this, that, and the third.
Well,
if you ain't got that, then you're gonna have to be there with them babies.
Well, I'm just thinking like, because that's like 40 hours a week if you're working, or 30, I would think anyways. So is that at that point, like, aren't the parents kind of raising your kid then, not you?
It's basically somebody else raising your child.
Well,
That's why I was just wondering from like a guy's point of view. I know you said no, but I wonder if some guys, like, it is a red flag because they would rather have someone home with the kid.
Well, because they're choosing.
But I don't
raise my mama got them a superstar while I was a baby. So my grandparents was raising me, but it ain't like I still ain't learned enough from my mama. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, look at the state of yourself, pal. Like, if your mom abandoned you and your grandparents had to raise you, and you got like this huge and obese, like, clearly something's not going on, not correct upstairs, buddy. No offense.
So it's all about your support system. Like, if you ain't got no support system to do that, then you're gonna have to sit down with them kids.
I think for the man, isn't it now that he's chosen her to raise his children, not her parents? So if it's then like, oh well, I like your parents, but I didn't choose to have a child with your parents, and so unless they've got pretty similar values, him and her parents, then the child's going to be raised differently.
I don't know. My viewpoint is, I think this is a very modern concept that just the woman takes care of the child. Like in all of history, there was a village. There was generations of each other, because one person is not enough, I think, to give everything to a child. There's wisdom. There's
the kid. Yeah, but the kid is gonna. Even if, okay, God, this woman's so dumb. I'm just okay. Okay, you're saying one woman is not enough. Okay, the father's gonna still come home and take care of the kid, but if the woman is off working, then that detracts from your original argument, which is one woman is not enough. Let's say we're gonna go send her to a 9 to 5, and then she's with the kids from 6 p.m. to what? 10? Because kids got to go to bed. You got to go to bed. So you're with your kids 4 hours a day? Mom! Come here. I'm bringing in the big guns. My mom bringing in big guns. Mom, can you tell to these? Listen, there's this woman saying about traditional, like, being a career woman. Like, it's okay to be a career woman once you have kids, and then, like, she's saying that, well, you need more than just the mother to raise the kids. You need the village to help out. But then she's also arguing, saying that, but it's okay for her to be a career woman. Can you give your thoughts on this? The chat wants to know.
Well, in today's society, you want the village to raise your kids. What is the village going to give to your kids? Wake up. I mean, we need to go back to traditional roles. Being a career woman, you have to make a choice in today's society. Do you want to be a career woman? Go ahead and be a career woman and leave motherhood for the women who wants to stay home and raise their children correctly. Because look at the freaks that are out there today. It's crazy. These men wanting to be women wanted to be men, and there's so many rich families. They have so much money, and the money cannot solve their problems because mom's out working. Yeah, she made a ton of money. Dad is making a ton of money. They have this huge house, everything money can buy, and kids are so messed up. I counsel, I see it, breaks my heart. I would give up all the money in the world to make sure my kids are good, because if your kids are not good, any decent mom will be tormented day and night. If you're a good mom and you love your children, you would give up everything to make sure their mental, emotional, financial states are better than yours. And that, to me, is more important than you give me $10 million or you give me my kid being happy and normal and healthy, I would drop that $10 million in a second. I will eat rice and beans and sleep on the floor to make sure my kids are doing good. That's it. And I think today moms need to wake up and smell the coffee. Seriously. We have a bad society, homelessness, kids are on the streets. You see these handsome, tall, good-looking men, and their minds are so messed up. Sometimes I just look at them and tears come to my eyes. I say, my goodness, where are the parents for these handsome young men walking the streets on drugs, drinking, looking so lost? And yeah, that's my take on it. So here you go.
Appreciate that. Hey, can you give me a caffeine pill? I forgot to take one. I'm gonna get geeked up here. That's Mom MLD. Yeah, and that's where I get a lot of my values from. Like, my mom has been here since March 16th. I have not washed a single article of clothing. I have cooked maybe twice, but my mom wakes up. She's like, "What do you want to eat? What's the dirty clothes?" She packed my entire bag for my trip this weekend. My mom is 1,000% down. Thank you so much. My mom's 1,000% down for just her kids, right? And that's what she said. She's like, without, she says it too, without her kids, she would go crazy. She's like, I don't even know what I would do. You know what I mean? And so, you know, with this whole career woman thing, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. Okay. And you know, like when people make the argument like, oh, the cost of living is too high, just get out of the cities. Go live in the countryside. You listen, when there's a will, there's a way. Okay. Kids are not as expensive as people say they are. They really aren't. All the people saying kids are expensive, like, are doing drugs, buying drugs. They have like subscription to Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime. They DoorDash their food. Bro, when I order food from Uber Eats, first of all, I'm like, okay, there's like a chance that this food is like totally not even hygiened. Like this food is probably tainted. I used to work in the restaurant industry. You don't know what happens behind the scenes. Okay. And then in addition to that, you're cooking with seed oils and all the stuff that's terrible for you. And it's just crazy expensive. Like, you shouldn't be paying $35 per Uber Eats meal. And you guys out there in America do that shit all the time. You blow all your fucking money. You're like, well, I don't know why I'm so broke. You're broke because you're fucking awful with your financial management. That's why you're broke. Okay. But yeah, my mom's from Trinidad and Tobago, for you guys. You know, it's funny. Like, I don't know if you guys know this. I can't hear my mom's accent. Do you know that? If your mother has an accent, you can't hear it. Like, my best friend, his mom has like a country accent. I can hear it clear as day. He's like, I can't hear it. That's a biological fact. I don't know if you guys know that. Let's continue here.
Advice. There's different components. So I think today we're forced into this situation where, you know, you work or you by yourself raising the child. But that's not ideal. And again, we live in the real world. So,
and she's a divorced woman, so I don't know what she has to say. I mean, just chill, lady.
Everyone
does she have kids? Does Melanie? Her name's what? Melanie King. Does she have children?
Doesn't have certain situations, but I have seen. I know in my life and different people. Like, I mean, I have a family of 100 people, you know, all in the same area, and I trust all of them. They, you know, they can go over the cousin's house, cousins go over here, and the aunts and the uncles, and so everyone's involved and cares. And so I think if you have that, it is a privilege to do it. But another thing with working 40 hours a week, you don't factor into commute time, getting ready for work. If you have projects or deadlines you have to work on at night, you know, then you have to cook dinner, clean the house. Like, there is a lot. So then what time do you really have for the child other than like an hour or two before you have to put them down for bed every day from daycare? And again, it's not judging people's situation. You got to do what you have to do. But I think if you could stay at home with the child until they go to school, then that would be important. But then if you stair-step babies, like you have one every year and a half or 2 years, you're going to be out of the workforce. So this is a layered thing. But I think most men of means don't need their woman to work. I think the average man today can't support a household on one income.
You know what's interesting, Mel?
I mean, no, you can. That's and I want to. That's also fucking bullshit. Okay, no. Listen, my brother has been broke. All right, the majority of his adult life. All right, he was making sub $30,000. He just started making some decent money. Okay, you know what he did? He did what he had to do. My brother was a fucking man. He had fucking kids. He had 2 kids. He was like, shit, can't handle this fucking financial burden, and he joined the Air Force. I think he was like in his Mom, how old was Daniel when he joined the Air Force? No, he joined when he was 27. No, I think my brother joined like between the ages of 25, 26. He went to the Air Force, and he took care of the kids. You know what I mean? And he did what he had to do. Like, you could sit here and cope and make up all these excuses, but when you sit there and make excuses, all you do is validate your own weakness and incompetence to yourself. That's the real fucking red pill. Okay. Casey Morgan, $4.99 super chat. I literally moved to East Oregon because Portland was trash, and I love being a small town over a crappy city. Way nicer, peaceful. Also, you keep doing what you got to do, baby. You keep doing it. You're doing a great job, sweetheart. You keep doing it. All right, let's continue on here.
Melanie, I just I'm gonna do an episode of Wife School on this, but there's a woman in Florida. She raises 10 kids on $10,000 a year. Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
10,000. And then what she said, and I'm not going to say this is like life experience because it's not me, but she was saying that a lot of people just don't want to go in lifestyle to spend time with their kids. And the way she breaks it down is she's saying, like, what do you need in a year? Food, clothing, and shelter. And she's like, if you have those 3 things, like there's a lot of, like, you can hand down clothes for the kids. You can make food. Like, she's like, I garden food from scratch. And it's just, I'm not saying like everyone should do that, but I think there's a lot more leeway in that than a lot of like modern women want to do.
Yeah, I agree.
Is you living or if you live like that?
I think so. I homeschool my 2 daughters.
I can see the difference.
They read at 2 and 3.
Good. I was away a lot because I was in the military with my daughter. So my mum predominantly looked after my daughter. And my daughter's attachment style, my son's attachment style, because I'm so present with my son, are completely different. So
really, attachment styles are important when the parent is not around. Like, if you guys don't know about that,
I joined the military I joined the military. So when you grow up into an adult and how you are in your relationships, whether you're anxious, whether you're avoidant, if you've got a really secure attachment style, when you get into relationships, it's usually a healthy relationship. A lot of anxious people, my daughter's extremely anxious because from the age of 1, I was in the military for 6 years. So her first her first attachment thing was me just leaving her at my mum's house for 14 weeks to do basic training. And then she came back and I remember crying because she just looked at me like, who are you?
Love you.
Yeah, attachments. I mean, that gets into layers. I've actually studied it and gone deep into it. But attachment styles are everyone has an attachment style, but it is the number one thing that determines the outcome of your relationship and your status. Wow. A lot of people.
And the fact that little girl has a shitload of anxiety, I can't, dude, that's directly correlated to the mom not being around because she was in the military. So again, you could sacrifice being there, but your kids are going to be fucked up. Okay. And this is the problem with modern women. They just want to do whatever the fuck they want to do. And they don't think about society and large. They don't. That's why you had that OnlyFans hooker last night on the fucking whatever podcast, the fat woman in the pink, who's like, well, I'm just going to be a whore. And like, I don't care what society has to say. Like, yeah, well, then please, can you please just show me, like, she's like telling all women, like, you should just do whatever you want. No, bitch. That's not how society works. You can't, there needs to be order in society. Not everybody can just be a whore like you. Society doesn't thrive. Can you show me a fucking society of whores outside of America, which is crumbling? No. Man and woman coming together for the goodness of the country, raising productive members of society who can give back to the fucking ecosystem that is your country, that you can keep yourself safe. But people in America have grown fat and lazy in comfort of what's happening in America. So this kind of turned into a geopolitical fucking cultural analysis. Let's go back to the fucking date here. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Smash that like button. Hit the hit it all, bro. Smash. Am I good here? Okay. Smash the like button. Shout out to ETN WHVAC on Rumble who's watching me. He's saying your trad mom is triggering my identity. He said the left this. I love you, bro. If you're on Rumble, make sure you verify your account so you can chat. Okay. I appreciate you. And then Sneako's texting me right now. And we may, I don't know. He just I told him, I said, you're doing a good job. And he says, debate review, ? I don't know if he wants to do debate review with me or not. I'm checking right now. I love Sneeko. Sneeko's doing good. I'm proud of Sneeko. Anyways, let's just go back to this. Sneeko's a good guy, man. He's like, a lot of people give him so much shit. Like, dude, he's fucking 24. How many 24-year-olds out there that are like literally self-made millionaires who have access to Kanye West? That was, I think I need to do a debate review because everybody in the chat is talking about it. Okay, but let's talk about this. Jesse says, stay-at-home mothers, make sure the kids have someone to talk to every day, make sure they have a good life. Dude, do you know that if a child has nightly dinners when they sit down with the family, do you understand that it drastically reduces rates of depression and anxiety in children? Do you know that? Do you know that a father just being present, completely not active or involved in the life at all, a father just being present lowers so many markers of depression, anxiety, future behavior that it could be negative, promiscuity, being a whore, fucking going to jail. A father just being present lowers that. The single mother household is the modern curse on America. And women are leading the charge. Women are the ones destroying families in America. I'm just saying. This is all objective truth. Now, are some of these women in bad relationships? Yes, sure. I guarantee you that's a minority. The majority of these women think they can live hot girl summer for the rest of their life. For every decent woman, there's like 1,000 fucking whores. Okay? And, I mean, the culture is just not facilitating a lifestyle that is beneficial to having a conducive, it's not conducive to having a stable nuclear family. And I wonder who's behind that. Let's get back to the dating show.
It's not this.
Okay. That's not the norm.
Is it not?
It doesn't seem to be the norm. No, it seems as though, see what it is that I think there's a thought of wanting to continue to work, but I think a lot of women today, at the point that they have kids, if they really had the option, like it's one thing to say that now, but when you actually have it, and then those maternal instincts, those hormones that are now flooded throughout your body kick in, many women want to actually, be at home with the kid.
If I could be honest, I've never had that instinct. My instinct has always wanted to be able to balance it all, right? And the sacrifice, if it's needed, I would. But my preference, what I want to do is to be able to work because.
Next girl. Reduce the forehead size on the next girl too, please, Pearl.
I think that it's important to have that balance, right? I want to make sure.
I feel so lost, bro. So sad. I think this is just appropriate here while she's just rationalizing.
If I could be honest, I've never had that instinct. My instinct has always wanted to be able to balance it all, right? And the sacrifice, if it's needed, I would. But my preference, what I want to do is to be able to work because I think that it's important to have that balance, right? I want to make sure my kids have a good education, they have a great influence and things like that. But I also want kids who can go out and explore, who can have opportunities to travel. And I think with a working mother, there's a different exposure to the world than a mom that's staying at home.
So, and I understand that that's your preference, but what if I wanted you to stay at home?
I would stay at home. The sacrifice. That's what my preference is. But if my husband wanted me to sacrifice, that's the role as a wife, right? Like there's compromise, there's sacrifice. Me personally, right? But your husband leads. My husband's gonna lead. And I always, people have asked me this for years, like, oh, you're this attorney, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I want to be married. I want to have kids. I know that I will give it up in a heartbeat to be with my spouse in a heartbeat, especially dating these days. This is rough out here. So if I found the one and that was the only thing keeping us from that,
take my
it's a
money.
non-negotiable. Like,
She's got to lose weight though. This chick's got to lose like at least 30 pounds. She is fucking fat, bro. Dax Hill, $10 super chat, just tuning in now, but MTR has no game. Confirmed. The new red pill and guys watching YouTube get mad at fish for swimming. True. Whining that women aren't who you want them to be and trying to logic them is a no game red flag. Proud graduate of the Masculine Empowerment Network. We can do one of those. Good work, Dax. As usual. I miss you, buddy. Come back. Come back to me. Let's continue here with this girl.
all right, I'll stay at home. I'll be here.
Do you watch YouTube?
Not like that. So,
What content do you consume? What like type of TV media?
honestly, it would not a lot because I think it's all filtered. I think it's all an agenda, right?
Mm-hmm.
So on business, I watch a lot of business stuff because that's like my field, my lane. So on YouTube, I watch a lot of Myron Golden, a lot of social proofing, a lot of what's the other guys? I can't think of their names right now, but business podcasts, and they do a lot of thinking stuff and things like that. But that's really what
So no marriage podcast. So I guess so.
Not
So
really.
what's your example of marriage? Like, are your parents still together? Do you utilize them as an example, or like, where do you consume what it should look like?
Oh, that's a great question as well. So I think I am Christian, so I'm from heavily influenced in there. I have spiritual parents as well who are like mentors, mentees. They are a married couple as well. I get a lot of dating advice from them. They're heavily involved in the process, just in regards of like sometimes you get jaded in that. But I would say my parents are not together, but my mom remarried when I was 7. So my stepdad has been in my life since I was 7. They have been a good influence for me, as well as my aunt and uncle. They've been married since I was in high school, and they play a really big role in my life. So I have positive influences and role models, and I'm intentional when dating. You can't always.
I'm intentional when dating. Then hold on. If you're intentional when dating, then why are you 33 years old and single? And you're also an attorney. So that means you took at least 6 years to actually go to college and prioritize this. So let's just say you started at 18 and that goes up to age 24. From 24 to 33 is 9 years. What the fuck were you doing for the last 9 years? Is that many people not reaching up to your standard? I'm confused here. I don't I don't get it. I don't get it. Shout out to Christopher Canelli. Love your content, bro. Keep doing your thing. Hit you the wow. Appreciate you, bro. $5 super chat, guys. Thank you so much. V says MTR dresses like a flashy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god, that is fucking hilarious. That is the cheapest fucking super chat it's ever made me laugh. Oh my god.
Shut up and take my money.
I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry. Oh my god, that is fucking hilarious, dude.
Shut up and take my money.
Oh my god, dude. That is so I'm fucking crying over here. Oh no. Oh my god, that is so fucking funny. MTR dresses like a flashy Tyrone Biggums. Oh, do you guys know who Tyrone Biggums is, bro? Oh no, that is fucking hilarious, bro. Oh no, that is hilarious, dude. Tyrone Biggums is the crackhead that Dave Chappelle plays on his show. Oh my god, I'm fucking dying over here. Oh, that is hilarious, dude. This is Tyrone Biggums right here. He's a crackhead but he is kind of dressed like him. That's the sad part. Oh my fucking God, bro. That is hilarious. That is fucking hilarious. God, let me get back to the show, dude. Thank you so much for the super chat. Oh my God, bro. Who just said that? V, dude, you are hilarious, bro. That is so fucking funny. Oh my God. V stands for violence, bro. Oh my God, dude. Oh, that's so funny, bro. That is so funny. But yeah, I mean, this saying she's dating with intention and stuff. I mean, the cope is through the roof, bro.
Always listen to your friends, and they play a really big role in my life. So I have positive influences and role models, and I'm intentional when dating. You can't always listen to your friends and those type of things. So you want to run to the people with wisdom and experience and exposures. And just naturally how that has fallen is that my parents are naturally older. My aunt, who is my mom's sister, she's a little bit younger. So she kind of gives me the mid-age range. And then my spiritual parents, while they are older as well, they're still kind of like younger. So I get wisdom from a plethora of an age range, right? So they're all bringing something different to the table.
What's the last meal that you cooked?
Ooh, I like this one. Salmon and asparagus.
Did she just say salmon? Sorry. Computer. My computer broke. Sorry, did she just say salmon? She's an attorney. I'm trying to be a better man these days, but it's hard. Salmon. Yes, I'll have the salmon, please. She's dressed like a giant piece of salmon.
That's a fave of mine.
She's good. What so how did you cook the salmon? Let's get in there.
Oh my God, he said salmon too. I can't even. Fucking Abdul. Just get to rocks. I can't even do this. Rock me, Abdul.
There's a lot of people that talk about they be cooking this, that, and the third. How'd you cook it? Let's talk about that. Come on, let's talk about it.
So people will overcook their salmon. So I always cook mine in the oven so you can make sure you can see. You put it.
And ladies, why do you guys shave your eyebrows off and then draw these fucking etch-a-sketch things on your face? I don't get it. I really have no idea.
It in there, you put the seasonings on there, you put it in there for about 15 minutes, and you pull it out. Then you got to get the lemon juice. So you put the lemon on top of it, cut up a couple of lemons, put it in there so that flavor can really marinate. Put it back in the oven for about 5-10 minutes, look at it, check the temperature, make sure it's pink, a little white, but not, you want some moisture. Pull it on out, you put the asparagus in there, they're like 5-10 minutes, done. It's a quick and easy meal as well, but it's one of my favorites. It's so good.
That's super dope. What is your feeling about the word submission?
Listen, I think it is. I'm for submission. I think.
Listen, when a woman says, when she starts off saying, when she says, listen, okay, that already in itself is controlling. Yeah, she's going to get one of these right here.
Uh-oh, retard alert.
God, this is so cringe. I'm going to fucking destroy these girls on this show. Listen, I'm going to be entertaining. Guys, let me just tell you something. Keep in mind, I'm going to be on the Just Pearly Things podcast. I'm flying out to London on June 10th, and I'm going to be there for 13 days. And I'll be doing King Richie show. I will be doing Just Pearly Things show. I will be filming my episode of the Red Pill Bachelor. Spoiler alert, the next Bachelor is Sneeko as well. That's going to be a good one because I love Sneeko. He's a great kid. Great man. I got to stop calling him a kid. He's a man. He's a man. And I will be there. I will not be dressed like Tyrone Bigum's here. I will be wearing full suit and showing up because I'm a professional. But it's okay. This guy wants to dress the way he can. That's fine. It's cute. But anyways, that being said, yeah, we got one more episode after this. And then after that, we're going to go straight to Fresh and Fit companion podcasts. Yeah. Yo, MLD, you're going to do a co-stream with Fresh Fit? Absolutely, I am. I am. 10,000%. Let me get through this.
Feeling about the word submission?
Listen, I think it is. I'm for submission. I think submission really requires you to trust the person that you're with. So you have
Right.
to choose who you want to be submissive to, right? Like,
True.
but I think it comes natural when you're in a relationship where you trust the person, you want to be with them. I'm not gonna question it. Like, hey babe, can you go get me whatever? Like, okay, cool. I don't need to know why you need me to go get something. I don't need to know whatever. I know you got a plan because I've been vetting you and trusting the process that you can lead me where we're gonna get. So it comes natural and easy to that. I know it's a taboo word, but
It's
I'm
super
all for it.
taboo.
I'm a Christian. It's a part of what is supposed to be the man.
Yeah, Dax, who the fuck asked a girl that? And like, again, the logic bros, the dudes who think like, oh, hey, you know what? Like, this is what they do. They look at the girl and they're like, well, as you know, I'm a high value man and I bring a lot to the table. I have a good salary. I have a nice car. I have 6-pack abs. I have a big dick. And because of all these things, logically, don't you understand? You should love me. You should submit to me because you're a fucking computer program. You're not a woman. You don't have no emotions. Game, what is that? I have read the fucking, you know, the checklist, the high value man. I have the good car. I have the Rolex. I have the Gucci. I have the fucking Louis Vuitton shirt. I have the fucking haircut. I am 6 foot tall. I can bench 235. Like, I have calculated all these things, and logically, you must logically like me. And it does not compute. Shoot up a school. Bum, 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 bum. Like, you guys don't get it. You guys don't fucking get it. And I outed myself on that with my own Louis Vuitton shirt. Hey, don't you like my Louis Vuitton shirt? I love this shirt. You know what? So it's getting a little tight though. Your boy, look at that. About to rip through this $900 shirt. Caffeine pills kicking in. I'm doing great.
And as the lead, right? Like, I'm really big into that. And so, but I know as a woman, we will fight that if you're not with the person that you trust and you're not in a safe environment. So the reality is, are women submissive all the time? No. And I question, who did you choose to be with? Who did you choose to be with?
Accountability.
Right?
That's the key word. All right, so let me recap a couple of things. And by the way, you can also ask me questions as well.
Oh, I can.
Yeah.
I didn't know. You know, you was laying it on a little thick.
Hey, listen, I like to get right to the point. We only got but a certain amount of time. We not, you know what I'm saying?
I got a couple questions if you allow, but you have another one.
All right. So you cook.
I cook.
You seem to cook well, right? You present yourself as feminine. You are.
Who's presenting themselves as feminine?
Stop the cap.
Are an ambitious worker within your career.
That's red flag. Ambitious woman, get away from me, bro.
Right. You've attained success being a digital nomad. You can go wherever it is that you want to go. You're 33. So I guess.
Big facts. Alejandro gets it. The PowerPoint presentation of why you should love me. Hey, how's the volume of me when I was doing the L thing? Was that like, you know, Destiny or not Destiny L, of fucking Death Note L thing? Was the volume good? Was it too loud? Let me know.
Bringing all of these to the table generally is good things to have on a resume. Why do you think that you're still single at 33?
That's a great question. Because 5 years ago, I wasn't who I am today. 5 years ago,
you was a city girl.
We ain't never been a city girl. We ain't never been out there. Ain't never gonna be one. Okay, ain't never gonna be one. That ain't for me. It might be for somebody, but it ain't.
I love how girls just they have no backbone to be like, no, don't be a city girl because it's fucking bad for you and bad for society. Like, oh, maybe it's okay for you. Like, you can go out and ruin your life, but not me. Okay, like, God forbid I take any accountability for anything other than myself.
Come on.
No judgment.
Okay. No, we judge over here. This Red Pill Bachelor, we go off.
I'm gonna let you judge.
Go ahead.
So I ain't gonna judge no city girl. They do their thing. Right. I'm gonna do mine. But I was not this girl. So I was in dating relationships several years ago, and honestly, I had some tough conversations with people. Right? I'm the one who's open for feedback. And one of the greatest conversations, but most difficult conversations, was this dude told me I was contentious.
Okay.
A dude told you you're contentious. Well, let's see. So keep in mind, guys, I don't know how long ago that was, but let me tell you something, guys. If somebody criticizes you and you get upset, that's because there's some truth in that criticism. And here she is, however many years, or I don't think it's months, but probably even if it's months later, the fact that she remembered that. Let's look up the word contentious. Let's see what it means. Contentious.
Contentious.
Causing or likely to cause an argument. Controversial. Involving heated argument of a person given to provoking argument. Well, let's see. What does she do for a living? She's a lawyer. So she literally argues for a living. Argumentative women are just not good. And even in the Bible, it's like it is better for you to live on the corner of a roof of a house than to live with a quarrelsome woman. I think that we got him. I think homeboy was right. And if you watch the episodes of her on Just Pearly Things, she was arguing for the whole modern woman thing. And lady, listen, you're 33 years old. You're single. You're not divorced. You didn't come out of an abusive relationship. You're not any of these things. You've been single by choice. Okay. Looking at her, I'm saying the body count is definitely 15 plus minimum. Lawyer too. I think homeboy was right.
And from that conversation, I really had to sit with that and look back over my life. And I recognized that I was contentious in my dating relationships because I had been contentious. I grew up in a male environment, right? My mom remained.
Here she is rationalizing her fucking shitty behavior.
Married. I got 2 stepbrothers with that. I had already had a brother. It was me and my mom in the household, and she worked a lot. So it was a lot of male energy around me. So that babble that men do with each other, things like that, I was exposed to that. I adopted that, and I became in that. So
I became masculine.
While females were supposed to be, more quiet or, lend your opinion, but do it in a soft voice or things like that, I wasn't naturally conditioned to that, even though I'm naturally wired for it. I wasn't in environments that made it conducive for that to be natural. So I had to take a pause out at like 28, 29, which wasn't that long ago, and when you make
Yes, that was long ago. That was 5 years ago, lady. I guarantee you were younger, hotter, and less fat at 28 than you are now.
intentional adjustments, you don't always see the fruit from that immediately. So I think I'm now just really positioning myself to, like I said, I'm ready now because I had to do some work. I wasn't, if you would have seen me a few years ago, you'd been like, yeah, I see you got the job, you got this, but it's something about you. Like, she's challenging. She comes off, a little raw. So
aggressive
even.
So you've been on a feminine journey.
Absolutely. For the last few years, very intentional about it. I got feedback from male friends, right? I really put myself to hear feedback. And it wasn't nice stuff. My male friends would be like, yeah, you intimidating. You're this, you're that. And I was like, no man wants to settle with a woman who's that way. So I had to, if I want to be married, you got to make the changes. So I've been on a journey to make those changes.
So the wall hit, 28, epiphany phase. Oh shit, I've been fucking taking a lot of dick and nobody wants to lock me down. Guys, quality women, I'm talking top of the line quality women, they get locked down before 25 and impregnated before 25 because biology just takes over. Okay. Some of the hottest girls I see in Tokyo are fucking pushing baby carriages around. And that's already after she's older and she's spit out 2 babies. Because that's the real victory for a woman. A high value man impregnates her and gives her children. It's biology. It's nature. If you don't like it, well, go fucking read some gender ideology shit and cut your dick off. I don't know what to say. But I live in a crazy place called reality. Okay? Has anybody else told you look like Elliot Hulse? A lot. I get Elliot Hulse. I get Tyler 1. And Brad Pitt, definitely.
In the last few years. And I can say, even from my dating experiences, it's been a game changer.
If you were to get
shout out to my homie, say what? He's spot on right here. She's trying to come off cross feminine, but you can easily tell it's a front. That mask. Yeah, bro. When women try to fake or like they put on the act, dude, red flag, run, or call your buddy Abdul. Get the fucking rocks.
Get with me, you'd have the dead oil of your male friends. How was it that you feel about that?
Sacrifice.
Look at the body language. Now you can read this. What he says.
Game changer.
If you were to get with me, you'd have the dead oil of your male friends. How was it that you feel about that?
Why is he this guy is like so nervous too. Like touching his face. His hand is blocking his crotch too. Like not a lot of confidence at all. Tell me one Jay Waller episode when you see him interviewed that he's like touching his face and twerking out all over the place. Shoulder shrug. Defeated. I'm sorry, but guys. This is gonna sound mean, but I mean, she looks like melted ice cream. Like too big. I'm sorry, too big. You've got to drop at least 20 pounds to be competitive on this dating market, especially at 33. She looks like a melting fudgesicle.
Sacrifice.
Do you think that men and women can truly just be friends outside of working?
I do believe that because my male friends are married, they have kids. Like we go back to like high school, things like that. We're really brothers, and I think if you met them and you felt that way,
I'm just one of the guys. Red flag, run.
Then it's a done deal. We've already had these conversations because men are more protective than females are when they get married. So all of my male friends have already been conditioned. They already know. When we were having those similar conversations, and I'm like, yo, I'm about to make intentional changes. We looking for a husband. This is what we on. That was a part of those conversations. So I once again would want you to be open to meeting them. Like, hey, meet them first, see the interactions. They're married. They're this. Most of them live in my hometown, Chicago, that I don't see often, years on at a time, right? And a lot of them are to a credit for the woman that I've become and me recognizing me. So I think that's like but if ultimately like, no, dead it, I don't like it, it's gotta go. I'm trying to be married. They can't do nothing for me. They married. They got families. They got kids. What you gonna do for me? So my question for you. You ready?
Oh, shoot.
Okay. You've been single for a real long time.
Super
like a
long.
real long time.
Yeah.
You really think you're ready? And what adjustments in your life would you have to make to let somebody into your life
She's right. That's a good question on her end.
right now?
I'd have to make a lot of adjustments. I think a lot of adjustments from like a selfishness perspective. And I'm just saying that from like a mature component of myself is that, when I wake up, first of all, I'm an only child.
Oh.
Right? I was raised an only child. Right. Like, but it was a single parent household. It was just me and my pops. Right. So it's kind of
that's
odd.
nice. Maybe just the mom and the son. So
that's what it usually is.
It is.
Yeah.
So that's a different dynamic. Okay.
Yeah, it was just me and my pops. Shout out to my pops. But it was just me and him. And within that, and understanding kind of the things that I had to do in order to build the business that I have right now, it's like it completely focused on myself within my purpose and within the things from a business perspective. Did the lighting just change? What's up?
It's our signal.
We got the red light special.
Our day got it in.
Oh, he's so cringe. We get the red light special. Guys, if I do bad on the show, I will officially give you a Hot Dude Army official katana. And I will get on my knees. And we will do a raffle. And I will let one of you guys cut my head off. Okay? Like a little combination of Islam and samurai honor. Because if I do this bad, just end me. I don't deserve to live. This is why American people just suck at dating in general. It's just a clown show. It's so bad. And this is supposed to be red pill leader. Oh Lord. Sub-Zero says he'll do it. I'll take that katana. Just do it. Just do it. Just end me. I'll call my mom. I'll tell her I love her. And it's like, Mom, I'm sorry, but I just can't live a life of hypocrisy.
Red light spread. Oh, we got 1 minute left.
Oh, it's coming to an end. I know you're gonna miss me.
Hold on. Let me take a look at the.
Oh Lord, we doing a deep introspect on the.
Where the camera at? Hold on. Okay, nice. If they were maybe 2 centimeters longer, you'd have to.
I gotta type. This is the longest they'll get.
Yeah.
We ain't city girl.
I don't like it too much. Yeah. Let me
We're
ask
trying to keep it classy, neutral colors.
Yeah.
That's
So-
just me.
So if I asked you about the removal of your male friends when you was 27, you would have told me to go F myself?
Probably.
Contentious,
Probably.
she says.
Like, oh, you ain't the one, boo. It's okay.
Damn. So let me ask you, what about like the way that you were raised? Do you think that you form that degree of contentiousness or aggressiveness when it comes to
This is great. Thank you for your time.
Come over here. Guys, listen, I'm gonna keep it funky with you. When I hear the resume and then I see the age, I begin to think conditional femininity. That's why I asked her specific to what's the content that she consumed, because I wanted to try to understand how far along on her femininity journey has she gone on, right? Because we talk about this on the channel is, is she learning different things within the game on how to act, but it's not actually a component of her character? It's very important to understand. So, but all in all, I thought that she was a sweetheart. I didn't see a majority of red flags that I normally see in dating situations. So we'll see. So you don't care about marriage?
That's episode 2. We might do that tomorrow. I gotta confirm with the guest because we have to double check on some things. But listen, that's gonna do it for us today, guys. Stick around. I'm literally gonna set the broadcast up right now. We're gonna do the Fresh and Fit companion broadcast. But if you are not in the Masculine Empowerment Network, okay, go right now, join the community. Okay, if you're a guy trying to get in there with my good graces too, you want to eventually do some partnership, the only way to get me is through the Masculine Empowerment Network. So go to Masculine Empowerment Network right now. Join us. As soon as you sign up, you'll be given a Telegram chat. Join the Telegram chat. We're all in there. The Telegram chat is currently at, let me pull up the numbers real quick. We are currently at active members right now, 73 members. We only got 2 days left, guys. You're going to miss out if you don't take an action right now. Go to masculineempowermentnetwork.com. Sign up. It is, how much is it? $797 for the whole year. $797 for the whole year. You get 60 webinars of live training with multimillionaires. Okay, these are not pre-recorded. This is real live training with net worth multimillionaires, guys who have been with hundreds of women, who have been tons of relationships, top level fitness experts, and so much more. Guys with like 30 plus years of fitness expertise and more. Go right now. Sign up for the Masculine Empowerment Network. And until then, I'll see you guys, because Friday night at midnight, you can't get in anymore. It's over. You cannot get in. And I'm just no mercy. I'm locking that thing down, and I'm going to laugh at you for not taking action or because you forgot. Because if you're going to forget things like your self-improvement, I don't know, we're going to need you to do some help. We're going to need a lot of help for you. Okay. So until then, I'll see you guys later. Peace out. And I'll be right back. Stay tuned. I'll be right back for